Dear students, today in this video, I want to tell you a story like this. Say long back, around 1988, 89, in that way. So actually, in Indian televisions, we used to get a serial on every Sunday. In fact, it was a story written by Nobel laureate Rudyard Kipling, and later on, first completely animated cartoon movie uh, in the world. And in that, there are many characters which come, but Mowgli was the hero there. And once it was very successful throughout the world, in a press conference, journalists asked Rudyard Kipling, a Nobel laureate who has written that story, about how you have written and from where you got the story. For that, Rudyard Kipling sir says, when I was in India, when British are ruling, I was in somewhere in Kerala or somewhere in that region, and I was very young there. I used to hear stories from elders there, and those stories made me to write this story of Jungle Book, where the Mowgli was hero, and in fact, then Rudyard Kipling was very young, around few years, 8 or 9 years old. Then journalists, somewhat astonished, they asked Rudyard Kipling, "How do you remember all those things? What you actually listened long back when you are a kid?" For that, Rudyard Kipling says, "Have six men of mine who service me at each and every moment." Journalists immediately asked, "Who are those friends?" That's why Rudyard Kipling said, "There are six questions what I used to ask whenever I listen to a story, whenever I heard something." So then journalists asked, "Who are those friends?" They are the six questions. What are those questions? They are not very different. What we do in day-to-day life also. Say you are traveling on a road, somewhere a group of people are standing. Your first question, why they are standing? Why? Then you go there near to that group and you say, you see that there is in fact a bike fallen on the road. So you feel what happened? It is an accident because of a dark crossing. In actually suddenly it came in the way of bike has fell. And what happened? Say how happened, or what is that? Why it happened? Like this. What, why, when, where? All those questions what we usually ask. Those are the questions what was used to ask by Rudyard Kipling when he was young about the stories he had. And because of that, he can remember all the things on his, say, even in his older ages. So why don't we apply that to our learnings? Say, whenever we study something, you just think of what is that word means there, why that is there, like that. Once we start asking the questions ourselves on the things what is done there, what is read there, then those things will help us to remember and to understand. So, this is very important in any study method. You must think, and in fact, in the previous videos also, I narrated some tips, but very important. Nowadays, what is not happening? If you listen to a lecture or if you read something for an half an hour or 1 hour, you must think over that what is there. Then only you can apply it to any competitive examinations or something like that. Therefore, please remember to ask the questions yourself. Try to consolidate your knowledge, what you learned there in that part, what you listened or what you read. After that, you will be able to confidently write anything on that. So, that is a very important idea. Please remember to ask these questions: what, where, when, why, how, like that. So definitely will be able. You may many times you may ask single question, why, how, many times. So that's a beautiful thing. Once you start asking the questions, definitely you'll learn better. And you may ask me, where is the answer? So your mind gives the answer. Your mind gives the answer because you may remember or you may know one thing. All these things in today's world of comforts, all those things come from this only. Nowhere they were present in the Newton's era, or nowhere they present in Einstein. Actually, many of them are not in present in Einstein's era, that is in 1900s, 19, in the beginning of 1900. So all those things came from our mind only. So that means once you ask the questions, your mind starts giving you the answers or generates the answers. Somehow it interacts with the nature and it starts giving you the answers. That's why the beautiful study method is to ask as many questions as you can once you read a topic or once you listen to a lecture. So this is all what you need to do. I will come with some more good ideas with by taking a good examples, and we learn whole lot of physics in this manner only. For the time being, goodbye from my side.